of department. Then we have the Chancellor's procession. This morning we have the graduates seated and the session is on. We appreciate our parents who have taken us through this session. We just want to say thank you this morning for being with us, walking along in our academic session. Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the Chancellor's procession is coming in. Ladies and gentlemen, the Chancellor's procession is coming in. Right in front of the podium are basically the postgraduate students seated. Good. Could we arise, ladies and gentlemen, in honor of our Chancellor and our graduation? This is led by the Holistic Academy Band. Wonderful band walking in the graduation square, leading the Chancellor's procession. Welcome. Watching is our university choir led by Mr. Nyangwono. And all our professors are coming in. We want to thank each one of us. That is the academic procession. That is academic procession walking in. The band is Holistic Band. Wonderful. These are the talents of this county. And we want to request the academic procession to come in. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Help the academic procession to walk in. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. We are on. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on. Let's continue until the Chancellor's procession settles. Thank you. The band. Thank you. The Chancellor's procession is coming in. Thank you. Wonderful. Good. Welcome our professors. Welcome our professors. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome to the graduation square. Welcome. Our Chancellor's procession is on. The Chancellor's procession is on. We have the ushers to arrange. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Good. That's the Chancellor's procession walking into the graduation square. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we keep on standing as we give time for the Chancellor's procession to settle at the dais. Wonderful. We thank God for our professors. This is our Chancellor's procession is now getting into the dais. Getting into the dais, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome our Chancellor's procession. Please feel most welcome. 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 We are settling. Wonderful. We appreciate the procession. These are our professors, ladies and gentlemen. Our council members are coming in. This Chancellor's procession has a team, and we want to welcome. The council members are getting in as our ushers help them to settle down in the dais. For the occasion, this is the 8th graduation ceremony of Rongo University, ladies and gentlemen. We want to appreciate our parents. We want to appreciate our guests that have found time to be with us. This is wonderful time, the wonderful occasion. All of us must find our ways in the dais. Thank you for this occasion. We appreciate our parents, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, our graduates, for working this much far. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Wonderful. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting settled. We are getting settled, and this is a wonderful time. We have various guests today. But one thing we know, that this is our 8th graduation ceremony of Rongo University. We want to take this opportunity to thank each one of us that have found time to be with us. We appreciate all of us. We appreciate all of us. And I want to request us remain standing as the band leads us into the national anthem, East African anthem, and Rongo University anthem. Could we please get this time led by Mr. Nyang'wono? Go ahead. Thank you.
Charlie, service. God bless our university. We give the best of the best. Give the best at Rongo. We give the best in learning and practice. Rongo University. We give the best of the best. Give the best at Rongo. We give the best in learning and practice. Rongo, the gold mine of knowledge.
Thank you. While standing, Madam Chancellor, with your permission, may I request Right Reverend Michael Otieno Odiwa, the Bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Homa Bay, to come and grace this occasion with a prayer. Welcome, Bishop.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, that at the commencement of this graduation ceremony, we invoke the presence of the Lord. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. God our Father, we thank you for the gift of life and humanity. We thank you for the gift of knowledge and the ability to develop our human capacities in search of perfection and fulfillment. We thank you for the gift of this institution, Rongo University, which is a nursery where young people are trained in the disciplines that define the existential reality of the human person. We thank you for the gift of the staff and students, especially those seeking today and henceforth the mandate to read and teach all that appertain to their levels of preparations to serve humanity. In a world that is bedeviled by vices of unbridled corruption, moral degradation, and violence, we call upon your name, Almighty God, that you may grant this, your children, the grace to embrace the virtue of integrity, to be industrious, and to promote justice, peace, and love as they prepare to join the larger society. It is your will, Almighty Father, that we all promote the common good of society by taking an active part in the social life. In this respect, therefore, grant that the grace to seek to attain a greater sense of responsibility and the right use of freedom in the process of subduing the world through human work, education, and science. In everything we do, may we listen to your voice in our consciences, where you instruct each one of us in the way of truth and life. Keep us focused on Christ Jesus, your Son, so that we may learn from him the virtue of humility and sacrifice. Bless our education system and enable all stakeholders to initiate and sustain improved means of enhancing the development of our nation in all aspects: social, economic, political, cultural, and religion. We ask all this through your Son, our Lord Jesus Christ, who lives and reigns with you in the unity of the Holy Spirit, one God, forever and ever. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Madam Chancellor, with your permission, may I request the congregation to be seated. Thank you. And in that line, I request that we have a moment of entertainment shortly as organized by our university choir. Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Nyang'wono, take over. Thank you.
Madam Chancellor, with your permission, we present a few pieces of entertainment. We start with the choir. We move to that.
As we go on that session of entertainment, I want to request all our academic staffs who are seated on the dais, please, we have an overflow here. Could we kindly, slowly and steadily move and be seated? We have our seats here, which have been organized for us. All our academic staffs who are behind me. Could we do that, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you, professors, for taking that. Good.
Thank you, Prof. Madam Chancellor, we request to give a few pieces of entertainment, and we start with the Zablon Singer's song, Mukono wa Bwana, as arranged by Mr. Caleb Nyang'wono. Karibu. Then the guest choir, Holistic Primary, prepared to do us a piece.
graduation ceremony. Could I have all the graduates seated?
The choir to step back a bit.
Good. Good.
But because of time, you can just remain standing as we do the other items. Just step back a bit, please.
Good.
We want to welcome our guest band. These guys are special to us. The Holistic Primary School, just around Rongo here. They have a song, and we have the youngest players of brass band in the world. Can we clap for them, please? Their fingers cannot reach some notes, but we tried and made them sound a song. Karibu, karibu, karibu. Tafadhali. Tupige makofi tena. The spoken word. Next. Spoken word. They will be accompanied by our university student, Meryl. Tuwapigie makofi. Holistic Primary, thank you. Pass to my left. Mwalimu achukue wakae. Tuwapigie makofi. A young guy is playing a trombone. This is so beautiful. Tuwapigie makofi. Pande nyuma tafadhali. Asante.
Good. As we do that, please could the crowd that are blocking the graduates, could the ushers help us? This is occasion for the graduates, and so we request our parents, please listen to us and give us that respect. Thank you.
Madam Chancellor, we are doing our last entertainment. Tukumbuke wazee, tunapatia zilizopendwa kasuku. Wazee, hii ni yenu. Na mkisikia inaingia tafadhali msimame tu.
Rongo University Choir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Could we clap for them? Wonderful entertainment moment. We just want to appreciate all of us who have found time to be here, all our guests and our parents. Allow me this time, Madam Chancellor, to invite our Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic and Student Affairs, to take over and take us through the remaining part of the session. Professor, you're welcome. Thank you.
Madam Chancellor, I now invite the Vice Chancellor to declare this assembly a congregation of Rongo University.
Acting on the powers conferred upon me by Statute 30, Section 6 of Rongo University Statutes, I declare this assembly the 8th congregation of Rongo University.
Madam Chancellor, I now invite the representative of the graduating class 2023 to give a valedictory speech. Ruth Mbiku Kimanyi.
The Chancellor, the Chair of the Council, the Vice Chancellor, the Deputy Vice Chancellors, members of the Management Board, Deans of Faculties, members of staff of Rongo University, fellow graduates, and your families, parents, guardians, and sponsors, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Ruth Biku Kimanyi, a graduate in Bachelor's of Arts in International Relations and Diplomacy. I am deeply humbled, honored, and privileged to have been chosen to make this address on behalf of the graduating class of 2023. I thank you for the faith you have in me. This day remains special to me and my fellow graduates, and will forever remain historical in our lives and those of families and friends. The achievement we have achieved today remain a great milestone that will forever shape our lives and now and in the days to come. Rongo University is a goldmine of knowledge. We received great attention from our parents, members of staffs, both academic and non-academic, and above all, our government of Kenya. They all played a role in making this celebration possible. Rongo University is the best place to be, and given another chance, for sure, I'll be glad to choose it again. To my fellow graduates, the graduating class of 2023, some of us probably know what we want to do once we leave this place today. Some of us may not. I encourage you to remain focused in life and maintain the commitment to contribute to nation building, even as you build self and family. No matter how difficult the road may be, never give up. Never ever let anyone or anything discourage you from achieving your full potential. Keep your interest in your careers, however ample they may be, and strive to grow in them. Remain honest in your dealings while also being gracious. Finally, remember that life is full of pursuit, of heroism, but take kindly the counsel of years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth, even as we grow into dependable adults. Let us all be gentle to self and to others. I wish all of you the best in all your undertakings. Congratulations, we deserve it. Good luck and God bless us.
Madam Chancellor, I now invite the Vice Chancellor to read the citation for the conferment of honorary degree.
Citation on Honorable Dalmas Otieno Anyango, EBS, EGH, on his conferment of the honorary degree of Doctor of Arts, honoris causa of Rongo University, on Thursday, 19th October 2023. Honorable Dalmas Otieno Anyango, EBS, EGH, former Minister for Manpower Planning and Employment, Minister for Transport and Communication, Minister for Industry and Minister for Public Service, and former Member of Parliament of Rongo University. Family background. Honorable Dalmas Otieno Anyango was born in 1945 in Kangeso Village, Rongo constituency, Migori County. He is the third-born child of the late Mzee Petro Anyango and Mama Gaudense Apio Anyango. He is the only surviving child out of 5 boys and 1 girl. Dalmas married Patricia in 1965, and they were blessed with 6 children, namely Fred Obungu Otieno, Lilian Akinyi Otieno, Edwin Ochieng Otieno, Lucas Otieno, William Otieno, and Pete Otieno. In 1980, he married Jane Agola Otieno, with whom he had 6 children, Kevin Otieno, Eflin Otieno, Joan Otieno, Pete Otieno, Sylvia Otieno, and Dalmas Otieno. He married Dorothy Atieno in 2013, and they have 3 children, John Prince Otieno, Ramugi Otieno, and Rayer Otieno. Educational background: Honorable Dalmas Otieno attended Kitweru Primary School between 1953 and 1957 and sat the Common Entrance Examination CE in 1957. He then proceeded to Asumbi Intermediate School for class 5 and 8 and did Kenya Africa Primary Examination CAPE in 1961. After passing CAPE, he was admitted to Rapogi Secondary School, where he sat for his O-level examination in 1965 and attained Division 1 with 14 points, a record he held for 9 years. From there, he attended Strathmore College between 1966 and 1968 for advanced level education before proceeding to Makerere University, where he graduated in 1971 with Bachelor of Science in Applied Economics. As a student of university, he served as the president of Luo Students League East Africa between 1969 and 1970. And he also as a Minister of Finance in 1970 of the prestigious Makerere University Students Guild. In 1977, Honorable Dalmas Otieno became an associate of Chartered Insurance Institute, ACII, London. He became a fellow of the Chartered Insurance Institute, FCII, in 1979. And sitting and passing examination, the requisite examination between 1983 and 1988. He was a Chartered Insurance Practitioner, CIP, and mentored many insurance professionals. He was a frequent professional speaker at the Kenya Institute of Training, Kenya Insurance Training Institute. His private and public service. Honorable Dalmas Otieno has served in several positions, both in private and public sectors. His initial career engagements were in the private sector, where he served for 17 years during the period 1971 to 1988. His engagements began at Alico, Kenya, a company he served for 11 years between 1971 and 1982. He was first engaged as deputy branch manager and was appointed the branch secretary within a year. He was later appointed the agency manager of Alico, Kenya, and was based in Nairobi. Within 1 year, the business had tripled, and the branch administration could not handle the magnitude of business that was coming in. In his position, Honorable Dalmas managed the Alico Insurance Agency branches in Nairobi, Mombasa, Kisumu, Nakuru, Eldoret, and Nyeri. He headed the largest insurance agency in Kenya at the time with a sales force of over 100 agents. In 1978, Honorable Dalmas was declared the $1 million agency manager worldwide in the American insurance group AIG, a prestigious honor that was not easy to achieve. In 1983, Honorable Dalmas founded Thabiti Company Limited and was its first chairman and chief executive officer. Position he served in until 1988. Honorable Dalmas also served as the director of Kenya Commercial Bank between 1982 and 1985, a director of Kenya National Assurance Company between 1986 and 1988. He was later to leave Mr. Bill Wood, a former managing director of the Commercial Bank of Africa, to head Thabiti Finance as he delved into politics. Honorable Dalmas has also served in different capacities in public service. He was appointed a member of Kenyatta University Council between 1983 and 1987. As a member of University Council, he was honored to be elected to serve as the council treasurer for 4 years. Political leadership. ministerial appointments and honors to Honorable Dalmas Otieno. Following the people's demand for his leadership, Honorable Dalmas Otieno was first elected as Member of Parliament for Rongo constituency in 1988 through the Kenya African National Union KANU ticket, with the election rules that declared any candidate who won with 70% of votes cast in the primaries due elected for position they vied for. Honorable Dalmas had his election concluded in the party primaries, having garnered 78% of the total votes cast. At the age of 42, the youngest to ever serve in President Moi's cabinet at that time, Honorable Dalmas was appointed Minister for Industry between 1988 and 1991, Minister for Manpower Planning and Employment in 1991, Minister for Transport and Communication between 1991 and 1996. Following his unique leadership skills that were easily identifiable, both locally, nationally, and regionally, Honorable Dalmas was elected to serve as the chairman of the African Ministers of Industry, 1990 to 1991, and as the chairman of African Ministers, Transport and Communication for 2 terms, 1994 to 1996. During the period 2008 to 2013, Honorable Dalmas was appointed Minister of State for Public Service. As the minister, he achieved a lot, including the development of Integrated Payroll Personnel Database, IPPD, an Integrated Records Management System, IRMIS, for automated registries and government human resource management information system. The ministry also established the training revolving round fund for public servants, facilitated the enactment of Kenya School of Government Act, a Vision 2013 flagship project, developed a framework for preparation of schemes of service. He also developed and launched the Public Service Recognition Award Scheme that is aimed at promoting culture of innovation and creativity in public service. To motivate and retain public servants, the ministry implemented commute allowance and reviewed salaries for the entire civil service. It also sponsored the establishment of Salaries and Remuneration Commission, SRC. To improve staff welfare, a medical scheme for civil servants and disciplined services was rolled out from the 1st of January 2012. During the period 2010 to 2013, Honorable Dalmas was elected the chairman of the Conference of African Ministers of Public Service. In this capacity, his achievement included implementation of the African Charter on Values and Principles of Public Service and Administration, and applying the long-term strategy on African governance and public administration. The program developed management guides on human resource planning and policy architecture, performance management and measurement, including monitoring, evaluation, leadership, and management development. Honorable Dalmas was also extended the retirement age for public servants from 55 to 60 years. Honorable Dalmas Otieno served as the chairman of KANU South Nyanza branch between 1988 and 1991, chairman of KANU Migori branch 1991 to 2002, member of KANU Governing Council, NGC 1988 to 2007, member of KANU National Executive 2001 to 2007, chairman of the KANU Constitutional Review Committee 2003 to 2007, deputy secretary of KANU 2003 to 2005, chairman of the Strategy Committee of KANU for the first multi-party elections in 1992. Member of KANU Reform Task Force 2003 to 2005, KANU representative at the Bomas of Kenya National Constitution Delegates Conference, and deputy chair of the Technical Committee on the Executive Chapter of KANU, National Vice Chairman. Policy Development and Planning 2005 to 2007. Chairman, Multi-Sectoral Constitutional Review Committee 2006. Orange Democratic Movement ODM Party National Treasurer 2010 to 2012. ODM Acting National Treasurer 2012 to 2014, and co-chairman of the Coalition of Reforms and Democracy CORD Management Committee. He served between 2012 and 2013. Honorable Dalmas has received state honors twice. The first one as Elder of Order of the Burning Spears of Kenya, EBS, which he got in 1986, and the second one he received the Elder of the Golden Hearts of Kenya, EGH, which he received in 1989. We want to give a brief background on service in boards and parliamentary committees. Honorable Dalmas has served in several boards and parliamentary committees at different times. He served as a founding board member of the Electricity Regulatory Board between 1998 and 2001. Member of the Speakers Committee in Parliament between 1993 and 1994. Chairman of the Establishment Committee of Regional African Satellite Communication Organization in 1994. Member of Parliamentary Session Committee 1993 to 1996. Member of Parliamentary Public Investment Committee between 1996 to 1997. The Vice Chairman of the Inter-Parties Public Group Committee on Legal and Constitutional Reforms, which he served in 1997. A brief background on national and regional assignments. Honorable Dalmas Otieno was a member of Parliamentary Committee on Administration and National Security between 2013 and 2022. A member of Parliamentary Implementation Committee between 2013 and 2022. He also offered expertise in negotiation and brokerage services, insurance, finance, which he served in 1997 and 2022, and was chairman of Stasley Consultant Group 2003 to 2022. He was also Kenya's Special Envoy to Southern Sudan peace talks in 2014, and a member of UN Committee of Experts in Public Administration between 2013 and 2022. Honorable Dalmas Otieno also served as the Deputy Chairman of the Salaries and Remuneration Commission between 2018 and 2022. A brief background on how Honorable Dalmas has served in community empowerment and advancement, the vision. Honorable Dalmas has left an indelible mark in the numerous efforts he has made towards empowering communities and advancing socioeconomic welfare of the people of Kenya. Notably, Honorable Dalmas has, number one, chaired numerous school boards, welfare associations and committees, including Chairman Kitweru Primary School 1971 to 1997, Chairman Kamagambo Association Nairobi 1972 to 1988, Chairman Union of South Nyanza Welfare Association Usnwa 1983 to 1984, Chairman Board of Governors of Moi Institute of Technology. You remember that is the birth of where Rongo University sprang from. And he served there in 1983. Chairman of the Board of Governors, Dede Girls Secondary School, 1983. Founder Chairman of Kangeso Secondary School, 1988 to 2007. Member of the Board of Governors, several secondary schools, including Ulanda, Kanga, Kodero Bara, Oyugo Gango Girls, Nyarach, Kanyawanga, and among others. Contributed greatly to the growth of education in the country by initiating fundraising for the following educational projects in Migori County. Number one, Moi Institute of Technology, now Rongo University, Siala Technical Training Institute, Miari Agricultural Training Institute, and Orecho Technical Training Campus of Siala TTI. Number three, he supported over 400 needy students by awarding them full bursaries to cover tuition for the entire study periods. Supported and mobilized funds for various community projects, including supply of 335 dairy cows to women groups in Migori County, mobilized the establishment of fresh produce markets in Rongo, Awendo, and Opapo, established a Opapo fish processing plant, construction of 500 fish ponds in Migori County, Rongo Town street lighting system, and water supply project to Awendo Rongo towns, and several primary and secondary schools in Migori County. Mobilized resources for construction of several bridges across Awendo, Rongo sub-counties. This includes Nyaburu, Kameji, Opapo, Kimae, Sare, Ajode, Ombasa, Kakore, Kitunja, Ndonyo, and Toku. Supported the growth of Rongo University by initiating key development projects, including construction of 4 lecture rooms, construction of 4 science laboratories, award of bursaries to university students, and initiated the construction of the new library, which is still going on. The vision. Honorable Almas Otieno's vision remains focused on continued development of his community, the county, and country at large. Among the aspirations he carried includes improving the governance standards in Kenya by ensuring the rule of law and constitutionalism to take center stage in the national governance. Approving the healthcare and wellness of his community by mobilizing resources, number 1, to construct a medical school in Rongo sub-county and construct a teaching and referral hospital in Migori County. Enhancing agribusiness opportunities in Migori County. Ladies and gentlemen, now as I conclude, it is in recognition of his outstanding efforts in promoting education, exemplary leadership in politics, private and public service, that Rongo University has the privilege and honor to confer an honorary, Honorable Dalmas Otieno Nyango the honorary degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa. Ladies and gentlemen, may we get a clap for Honorable Dalmas Otieno Nyango.
Good. That was not a good clap. Could we kindly give it a better one as we invite Mr. Nyang'wono very fast for 2 minutes entertainment? Please do it very fast. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all that our Honorable Dalmas Otieno is. We want to appreciate each one of us as we take this moment, and each step the graduates are reflecting where we are and where we were. Today is our 8th graduation ceremony of Rongo University. Mr. Nyang'wono, move very fast. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate all our guests who are in our midst. And as the Rongo University Choir comes to give us a short entertainment, then we will have a privilege of our Deputy Vice Chancellor Student Affairs to invite our Vice Chancellor to give his address to this congregation. And steadily, we are moving into the program. And I want to appreciate our parents who are present with us. And we know that they were there when we came to Rongo University, and they have escorted us back to do our final journey in Rongo University. We want to appreciate all of us. In Rongo University, we have 4 schools. We have School of Education, we have School of Arts, Social Science and Business, we have School of Science, Agriculture and Environmental Studies, and we have School of Infocom, where we are training journalism. Please take it. Thank you, Mr. Nyang'wono. Thank you.
Madam Chancellor, our dear guest, who is being honored, Hon Dalmas, we are doing Azili Zopendwa, purposely for you, by tablet. Because if I look at you and see tablet. Now, ibeba. Shida imetoka mbali na inakuja kwetu. Tafadhali tusaidie. Ni wewe tu. Tupige makofi Bwana Dale Masote.
Leave it there, Mr. Nyango. Thank you. Thank you. Good. A clap. Wonderful. May I get, Madam Chancellor, with your permission, may I get back the session to our Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic and Student Affairs. Professor, you are welcome to take us through.
Madam Chancellor, now I take this opportunity to invite the Vice Chancellor to make his speeches.
Ladies and gentlemen, before I make my speech, which will be very brief, allow me to recognize the dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, who have taken their time to grace this function. Number one on the list, ladies and gentlemen, may I recognize the presence of His Excellency, the Governor of Migori, Dr. Ochilo Ayako. Please clap for the Governor. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, for gracing this occasion. May I also take this opportunity to recognize the presence of the Vice Chancellor of Kisii University, Professor Dr. Nathan Oyori Ogechi. May I recognize a colleague for a long time, Dr. John Oluoch, who is Director, Kenya Universities and College Central Placement Board, but also a member of Endowment Board of Rongo University. John, thank you so much. May I take this opportunity also to recognize the presence of Charles Ongondo, who is the Chief Executive Officer, Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development, KICD. May I also recognize the presence of Paul Mungai, the Deputy Director of Education in the Ministry of Education, representing PS, State Department for Higher Education, Bwana Paul Mungai. May I recognize Bishop Michael Otieno Diwa, the Bishop of the Diocese of Homa Bay. Thank you so much. May I recognize Honorable CPA Collins Ochieng Agai, Member of County Assembly for South Kamagamba Ward. May I recognize Dr. Walter Akuno, Registrar Academic and Student Affairs Research, who is representing the VC Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology. May I recognize Bishop Dominic Wagoro of Full Gospel Church of Kenya. Pastor Bering Otieno Ngore, President of the Seventh-day Adventist Church Ranen Conference. May I recognize Mr. Peter Okiring, who is the CPA, Sub-County Police Commander, Rongo Sub-County. May I recognize the DCC, Bwana George Matundura Otenga, Senior Deputy County Commissioner, Rongo Sub-County. I take this opportunity to also recognize the presence of my lecturer, Professor Selemea Kea. Professor Selemea Kea is also the chairman of Rongo University Endowment Fund Board. May I also recognize Dr. Wamware, who is representing the Vice Chancellor of Moi University. Thank you so much. May I also recognize the Principal Kisi National School, Mr. Fred Mugekia. Thank you, Principal. Principal Amariba, Mr. Enoch Nyamari. Thank you so much. We recognize your presence. Dr. John Joseph Wamware, of course I had recognized, representative of our area MP, if there is, in case I miss, the representative of our area MP, Paul Abur. Okay. May I also take this opportunity to recognize Honorable Dalmas. I know he will get opportunity to address this congregation. Honorable Dalmas just waved. May I also recognize Madam Kokeo. Madam, stand and wave. Please clap for those two. I'll explain why. When we came to Rongo here, which was still a college, we were having lectures in tents. Lectures were being held in tents. And Honorable Dalmas, with being assisted by Madam Kokeo, put up 4 lecture halls. Please clap for them. And 4 laboratories. They were there at the beginning of Rongo. And today we got opportunity to also say thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll now take a very brief time in my speech. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to you, our outstanding students, in this occasion of your graduation. Your hard work and dedication to academic excellence have brought you this milestone, and you should be immensely proud of your achievement. Today we gather here to celebrate a new beginning in your life. Graduation is a big milestone. It is a stepping stone into the future. It marks the culmination of years of hard work, late night study sessions, and moments of doubt. But more importantly, it signifies the potential that lies ahead of you. As you stand on the threshold of this new chapter in your lives, I want to share a few thoughts that I hope will inspire and guide you on your long journey. First and foremost, remember that this achievement is not just a testament to your intelligence and dedication, but also a reflection of the support you have received along the way. Take a moment to thank your parents, your mentors, friends, and all those who believed in you, even when you may have doubted yourself. Their unwavering faith in your abilities has brought you to this moment, and their support will continue to be invaluable to you as you move forward. Now, as you step out into the world, I want to encourage you to embrace change. The world is evolving at an unprecedented pace. The world is evolving at an unprecedented pace, and the skills you have acquired during your time here are just the beginning. Be adaptable, be open to the new ideas, and never stop learning. In the words of great Mahatma Gandhi, you must be the change you want to see in the world. So be the change makers, be the innovators, and the leaders that our world needs. Success is not solely defined by wealth or fame. It is about making a positive impact on the lives of others. As you pursue your dreams and ambitions, remember to always be compassionate and empathetic. The world can be a challenging place, and your kindness can make a world of difference to someone in need. Take the time to give back to your communities, to volunteer, to mentor, and to uplift those who are less fortunate. Furthermore, don't be discouraged by failure. In fact, embrace it. Failure is a teacher like no other. It teaches resilience, determination, and the importance of perseverance. Every setback is an opportunity to learn and grow. Also remember that success is a journey, not a destination. It's the small victories along the way, the friendships that you forge, and the experiences you accumulate that truly matter. So, savor each moment, cherish your relationships, and never lose sight of what truly brings you joy and fulfillment. As you leave this institution today, armed with knowledge and degree, remember that the world is waiting for your talents, your ideas, and your passion. You have the power to shape the future. Make a difference, and leave a lasting legacy. Embrace the challenges, pursue your dreams, and never forget the values and principles that have guided you while you are at Rongo University. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, I want to express gratitude to our dedicated stakeholders, the parents, the guardians, the sponsors, and the government of Kenya who have made it possible and huge sacrifices to support the student education at Rongo University. The University Council has provided strong leadership through our chair, Dr. Rachel Masake, and a team of experienced members of council that help her take decisions. Our management staff and students have all contributed their enthusiasm and dedication to our shared vision. The support of the county, which we have got through the county leadership, and you remember 2 weeks ago, we had His Excellency, the Governor of Migori County, here at Rongo University, and he gave a very powerful speech to our students and staff. Bwana Governor, we are very, very grateful for your support. I would like also to extend our thanks to friends and partners and other stakeholders who have continuously supported Rongo University and given us encouragement whenever there is need for such. Your contributions are invaluable in helping us achieve our goals. I have every confidence that our graduates will go on to achieve great things for this country, and I look forward to hearing about your future successes. And congratulations, go forth and make big changes in this country for positive development of this country. May God bless you all. Thank you so much. May I also recognize Mr. Maurice Otunga, Migori County CEC is here with us. Maurice, thank you so much for your support. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you. May I take this opportunity to invite our Chair of Council, represented today by Bwana David Musila, to come and make a statement. Bwana Musila, karibu.
The Chancellor of Rongo University, the representative of the Principal Secretary of State, Department of Higher Education and Research, Mr. Paul Mungai, members of Rongo University Council, members of council from other universities, Chairperson of Rongo University Endowment Fund, Board of Trustees, Professor Shelmaya Kerr, Dr. Dalmas Otieno, members of Rongo University Endowment Fund, Board of Trustees present, Vice Chairman of Rongo University, Professor Samuel Kutu, Vice Chancellors, and representatives of other universities represented here, including VC of KC University, Professor Nathan Ogage, Deputy Vice Chancellors, CEO KICD, Professor Charles Ongondo, Director of COOPS, Dr. John Oluoch, Bishop of Catholic Diocese of Homa Bay, Michael Ondiwa, political leaders, other government representatives, all staffs of Rongo University, parents and guardians, student leaders, SGC, students, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me a great pleasure to welcome you all to the 8th graduation ceremony of Rongo University. Today we celebrate the outstanding achievements of our graduating students, the sacrifices, the parents, guardians, the commendable efforts of teaching and support staff, and the providence of God that has welcomed this auspicious occasion at this time. Dear graduates, today is a significant milestone that marks your harvesting day for the efforts and commitments you have invested in your studies. Regardless of your grade today, you are all winners of having completed an eventful journey in your educational path. During your time with us, we have equipped you with the knowledge and skills you need to thrive in the modern world. You have acquired the ability to set goals and achieve them. You have been armed with tools to learn, to adapt, be flexible, be resilient, and succeed. Throughout your studies, we have strived to give you the education that includes an understanding of the workforce and appreciation of the world which we live in. We are now sending you out into the world to make a difference. To each of you, our dear graduates, as you enjoy your well-deserved graduation day today, I encourage you to reflect on all that you have accomplished so far and on many experiences that are yet to come. Feel proud of yourself and keep the winning spirit alive in you. You will always remain a member of Rongo University family as you join the extensive alumni network. I wish you the very best luck of success in your next exciting journey. To our partners and community, it is important to me, the entire university community, that each graduation ceremony not only highlights the rich diversity of our institution and honors the celebrity nature of our occasion, but also emphasizes our commitment to providing first-class education that nurtures our learners into responsible citizens capable of tackling challenges we face in our country and the world. These goals wouldn't be possible without the mutual partnership and the collaboration that we have had with all our partners and community at Kitere. I thank all of you for staying true to Rongo University and encourage that we keep the feeding on the gains and the partnership. To the university leadership and management staff and students, let me thank you, colleague, council members, for your outstanding oversight role, policy and strategic guidance that have enshrined a proper governance framework for the university. The commendable efforts the University Management Board, the Senate, the staff put into to steer the university despite the financial challenges cannot go unrecognized. Thank you very much, Professor Gudu and your team, for doing a good job. Rongo University remains a proud institution of excellence as a result of your dutifulness. To our students, you have remained our pillar and a source of pride in maturity of character, the diligence and hard work, disposition, and the characterized by your stay at Rongo University so far. Thank you for always being peaceful and choosing excellence and peace over mediocrity and violence. To the government of Kenya, the university has continued to receive financial support and policy guidance from the Ministry of Education and other government departments. I thank you for this valuable support has enabled continue offering quality services to the public. I can promise you that we will keep working with you to expand education opportunities for our learners. As I conclude, I would like to encourage all of you here today to be worthy ambassadors of Rongo University. Go, serve, and serve with honor and pride. Expose the beacons of your excellence, integrity, transparency, and accountability, and always uphold our national values, which we cherish and hold so dear in our hearts as proud citizens of Kenya. Thank you all. May I also take this opportunity to invite His Excellency, our Governor of Migori, to come and also address. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I want to take this opportunity to thank the Vice Chancellor, the Chancellor, the academic staff and non-academic staff, and the graduates today and students of Rongo for the invitation that they gave me to attend the 8th congregation of Rongo University. I actually was surprised that I would be invited to attend, so thank you very much, Vice Chancellor. I was here a couple of weeks ago to talk to the students and also to talk to this family. I want to congratulate the graduates who have their day today. Congratulate Dr. Dalmas Otieno. Welcome to the family of doctorate. So we'll engage there. I want to appreciate the stakeholders who have been invited here today. My bishop is here. My president in SDA is also here. I want to also appreciate those who are representing the national government here and those who have joined me from the county government. Na wazazi na wale wamepeana nafasi kwa wanafunzi ili wasome. Thank you very much. Mimi, I can remember many years ago, not as many years ago as Honorable Dalmas went to Makerere University, but many years ago, I was seated where you are. I think it was on the 4th of December 1992, University of Nairobi. I was as young as the graduates of today. I had joined university on also the 4th of October 1989 as a young and a very ambitious person. I felt I was on top of the world, also having come from a very good school, Alliance High School, and I thought that everything else belonged to me. I went through school just like you have gone through school. It was very exciting. And after graduating, that time it was very difficult to reconnect with fellow graduates. There were no internets, WhatsApp, or anything. So it is only recently that I find the students that we went to school with at the University of Nairobi. So you who are graduating today are lucky. You can connect and solve your challenges together, get to know and compare how you are trotting or walking through life. So that's a positive environment at the time you are graduating. When we were at the university, we thought life was quite reasonable. We were given a boom. We were paid to study, both at the university and at the Kenya School of Law, which unfortunately you are not getting. But you are still fortunate because although we say or we think that the labor market is saturated with many graduates, you are living at a time when globalization enables you to compete for global jobs. You will be able to identify opportunities in other nations that we could not identify during our time. So I want to challenge you as graduates who are graduating today, not just to look at the conventional job opportunities that we were looking for at that time. Look within, look without, look internationally so that you continue building this global society. I also want to tell you just a little story about my experience after graduation. I applied for employment in certain places in Nairobi. I graduated as a lawyer and became an advocate after attending the Kenya School of Law. I did not receive any response, and we were very few lawyers then. I only received one response from the Attorney General, and I was employed as a state counsel with a salary of 8,000 those days in the early 90s. I got a response from another advocate in Migori, now the late Philip Ocharo, to work as an advocate in his office at a salary of 13,000 those days. So those are the two opportunities that I got. Many of you thought that young people would prefer employment in Nairobi. I preferred coming to Migori, so I came to Migori. We were only 5 of us as advocates. Some of us are still alive. But the oldest then was Philip Ocharo, followed by Rocho Odhiambo, Nyagisoa, Kerario Marwa, and you are sincerely or truly Dr. Ochilo Ayako. I was the youngest of that generation. So as young people think of Nairobi and cities, I came here, and today I'm the governor. So I want to challenge you with all the skills that you acquire in Rongo University. Do not look for employment in far places. You should be innovative. You should look for employment either for yourselves by generating that employment or by looking for opportunities that are not exploited in places that people do not think you can add value. When I came to Migori, we lived in houses that did not have piped water. We lived in houses that did not have electricity. When you needed to go to the toilet, it was a long drop. But I can also tell you proudly that even before I became governor, I have also constructed a few houses for our people in Migori that have piped water, are self-contained, so we are building our communities. Here in Rongo, you may walk around and not find residents. You may think that somebody else will come from somewhere and put up a residential place in Rongo. You are the ones we are waiting for to put those residential places, just like I did many years ago before all of this happened. So opportunities are there, challenges are there, and you may ask God, because we have the clergy here, why were you born and why are you graduating at a time of great difficulties. You are graduating at that time because you are the best. You are the ones we expect to solve those problems. Hii mambo ya kansa imeenda juu, you are the solution to that. Hii mambo ya ukosefu ya kazi, you are the solution to that. So feel motivated, feel challenged. Your county government will stand with you. Your national government will stand with you. We will support the innovative ideas that you come up with. We will continue encouraging you. I want to conclude by telling you, I started with 1 degree, like most of you are starting today. And whenever I got opportunity, I got other degrees. And you can see today, I also have the highest degree, because with 1 degree, you start a journey of acquiring more degree. Do not stop at the first degree you have acquired. The world out there requires more knowledge, requires more skill. Continue looking for them. As a county government of Migori, we are open to suggestions. We are open to proposals, and we may be available to support your desire for continuing learning. We want you to be the most learned people. We want you to be the most productive people, because that is what society needs. I want to conclude by associating myself with the success of Rongo University. This is the only public university we have in this side of the world. In fact, even if I was not invited Vice Chancellor, I would have found myself here. There is no other place worth being other than Rongo University today, because Rongo University here, we are graduating. Those who are graduating are 1,445, and Ochilo is part of this good family, and we are proud of what is happening here. The representative of national government, tafadhali ongezeni pesa hapa. This place is good and it deserves support. And those other stakeholders who have resources, this is the place to invest in. Invest in Rongo University, support Rongo University, because as you can see, all Kenyans of all walks in life are here obtaining knowledge and ready to support creativity and produce in Kenya. With those very many remarks, thank you, and may God bless all of us. Asanteni sana.
Thank you, Your Excellency. May I also take this opportunity and privilege to invite our Chancellor to come and address us. Thank you.
Well, nice to see all of you. The PS of State Department for Higher Education and Research, Mr. Paul Mungai, our governor, who has just spoken, we are honored by your presence today. The Council of Rongo University, the members of Rongo University Council, the Vice Chancellor of Rongo University, Professor Samuel Gudu, the Vice Chancellor of Kisii University, the Vice Chancellor and representatives of other VCs who are here with us, the CEO of Kenya.
Sorry, you were supposed to speak last. I think the order.
Thank you very much. I would like to hand back to the chairman. Can you, where's the chairman? You are hiding behind me.
I'm back again. We are humans, so we do what we do. I want to, we just skipped a little bit, but before we go on with the Vice Chancellor, I want to ask the representative of the ministry to come and address us.
Chancellor Dr. Rachel Maseke, Honorable Governor of Migori County, Honorable Guest Damas Otieno, Vice Chancellor Professor Samuel Gudu, the University Council, the graduating class of 2023, staff and students, parents and guardians, distinguished guests, all protocols observed, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I stand here to represent the Principal Secretary, the State Department for University Education and Research, Dr. Beatrice Muganda Nyangara, who, due to other assignments, could not be able to make it, but requested that I represent her. And therefore, I will go and read the remarks for her. It gives me great pleasure and honor to be part of this gathering as we celebrate the 8th graduation ceremony of Rongo University. Graduation Day is a culmination of the time, energies, and efforts put in by various people. It is therefore right to celebrate the great achievement. Let me take this early opportunity to thank the Council and the management and contributions towards education, and also for organizing this splendid ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, we gather here today to celebrate the achievement of the graduates who have worked tirelessly to attain their academic goals. They have walked through this challenging and difficult journey in pursuit of higher education, and today they are here as accomplished individuals ready to take on the world. Let me therefore take this opportunity to congratulate the graduates on this achievement and wish you the very best in your endeavors. We recognize your persistent effort, diligence, innovativeness in your studies, which you have demonstrated. We are happy to note that you have kept focus on your academic pursuits to the point of graduating today. Your unrelenting efforts will from this day onwards offer opportunities for you as you pursue excellence. The education that you have attained is not only a vehicle for a good job, but it is also a tool to make a difference in the world. You have been equipped with knowledge and skills to be an agent of change in your respective field of study. Ladies and gentlemen, in this era, we are called upon to interrogate our policies and put in place institutional mechanisms that spur needed changes in order to attain both our national and continental development agenda. As you are all aware, strong higher education systems are key in accelerating development, building inclusive societies, and promoting sustainable economic growth. The basis for real development that impacts society is investment in education. And therefore, to create a pool of thinkers who are at the center of socio-cultural and economic development needs of a country, and investment in higher education is really needed. The growth of the concept of the knowledge economy has emerged in the last few years and has placed a lot of importance in education and training for meaningful economic growth. Higher education, like the one you have attained, therefore, is the center for research, innovation, and a generation of new thinking, which in turn positively impacts industry and society in general. Universities are not only expected to conduct education and research, but also to play an active role in social, economic, and cultural development of the regions. And that's why we are happy to see what Rongo is doing within the region. The former United Nations Secretary General, Kofi Annan, upon receiving his honorary degree from the University of Ghana, put it rather well, and I quote, "Universities can help develop African expertise. They can enhance the analysis of African problems, strengthen domestic institutions, serve as a model for good governance, conflict resolution, and respect for human rights." It is therefore our duty that we have gone through this higher education to be able to look at this and be able to align ourselves with what the former UN Secretary General talked about. The major purpose for establishing universities, therefore, to address the problems of poverty, social disorganization, low productivity, hunger, illiteracy, and disease that are problems of underdevelopment. These are among the main challenges our founding fathers identified at independence. The current education reforms points out that it's time for Kenya to adopt innovative policies and practices that will ensure all learners are equipped with skills, knowledge, and values that provides them opportunity to thrive in the 21st century. Transforming education, training, and research for sustainable development is therefore key because it focuses on competency-based education that promotes individuals' well-being and acquisition of capacities, skills, and values that will contribute to the economy and society at large. In transforming the education, we must harness digital revolution and adoptive creative ways of teaching and learning. We are aware of one faculty here, the School of Education, and therefore we call upon that the major role that they need to play is to see that the competency-based curriculum that we have embarked on is well implemented. The system focuses more on the ability of the students to self-learn and develop relevant skills. This way of thinking is informed by the opening up of the world, which is powered by technological advancement and innovation. The system aims at inculcating dynamic values and instilling virtues to help learners flourish holistically. We therefore call upon all the universities to support the government initiative in rolling out the new curriculum by realigning their curricula in servicing lecturers and in areas of CBC pedagogy and e-learning. Madam Chancellor, there are various challenges affecting higher education in general, among them financial constraints that impact on the provision of quality education and low graduate absorption in the labor market. But we are confident that Rongo University has produced graduates that measure up to the challenges. The world-class universities, usually referred to as the most prominent research institutions, are essential in developing competitiveness in international knowledge economy. These universities play key roles in generating and circulating knowledge and educating highly skilled personnel for leadership and delivering quality higher education. It is therefore our hope that this university will continue to produce graduates that are recognized and can compete internationally. And this is what has been alluded to by our governor, that we need to be able to internationally find our space. For you to remain competitive, you need to build human capital through developing relevant programs, promoting exchange programs with other countries so that you can internationalize your higher education, increase postgraduate programs on national scientific priorities and technological areas, promote smart partnerships, networks, and linkages among the business community and academia to encourage research and development. And this needs not only to be outside there, even within this region, it can work very well. And finally, you need also to promote innovation and commercialization. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, let me once again remind the graduates that many people of goodwill, starting with your parents, guardians, relatives, lecturers, as well as the government, have sacrificed a lot to ensure that you receive quality education that we are celebrating today. We implore upon you that in your future engagements, you also reciprocate and sacrifice in like manner for those you will encounter in various walks of life. Carry with you the many positive values imparted in you during your study in this reputable university. You are the ambassador of this great university to the nation and the world at large. Be the living witness of Rongo University and let its name shine all over. Once again, congratulations and God bless you. At this time, therefore, I wish to invite the Chancellor to come and address this congregation. Madam Chancellor.
Thank you very much. The governor, I've already talked about you. The PS who has just given us a wonderful speech. Members of Rongo University, all the members of our endowment fund, the board members who are here, the chair, including some of his members, the vice chancellors and their representatives, the deputy vice chancellors of Rongo University and other representatives, members of Rongo University Senate. It's a very special day for you. All staff of Rongo University, parents, graduates, students, distinguished guests from all different walks of life, ladies and gentlemen. I am truly excited and pleased and honored to welcome you to Rongo University today as you join us in marking our 8th graduation ceremony. Today we take part in celebrating the remarkable achievements of graduates. This has registered after a long period of dedication to their studies. And so I want to congratulate you wholeheartedly on your graduation day. This is special. The occasion opens the doors, many doors, to better opportunities to come your way. They'll be there. So this is a door. So as you graduate today, remember you are standing at a special door. Dear graduates, as you take pride in your achievements today, I want to awaken your vision to recognize that you still have a long journey ahead of you. When you came to this university, one thing was clear. You knew what you came to study. But I'm sure by the time you are graduating today, you are not the same person who came. So there is a journey in which you shall rediscover, reshape your career, social, and family life. In this journey, there will be failures, which are very normal. You must acknowledge that there will be obstacles along the way brought about by your mistakes and the mistakes of others. As the Vice Chancellor mentioned earlier, those obstacles are places, are stages at which we are helped to think seriously where to turn and how to move forward. You must acknowledge that there will be obstacles along the way brought about by the mistakes, as I have said, your own mistakes and also others. So you must be ready to learn from your mistakes and the mistakes of others and remain focused. Be focused. You need to remain focused as you journey to success. You must make a point of transforming the challenges you meet in life into opportunities of growth. And they are truly opportunities of growth. You must not spend too much time looking out for the perfect opportunity. I've been out of university for nearly 50 years. I have never seen a perfect opportunity. Because then you might miss the right opportunity. Take every opportunity that comes your way and make it perfect. And I know you ladies and gentlemen, in the last 4 years, you have learned how to make things that were so terrible perfect. This is even a better opportunity for you. I wish you every success, luck, God's grace, and love as you journey towards your success from now onwards. Remember, God will take you by the hand and lead you when you allow Him. I must also acknowledge the notable efforts of the University Council and management have put in place to transform this university. I think jokingly somebody said earlier, when this place started, we were learning in tents. Today, and as you journeyed through the 4 years, I'm sure you have seen tremendous changes. The gentlemen that are here have provided focused leadership to the staff and students. And we have continued to excel as a university as a result of the clear strategic guidance Not just beating about the bush, no. We have had a path to follow. Strategic guidance, policy steadiness, and robust operational controls you have overseen in the university. That's only the beauty of not having excess. When you have just a little to use and make use of, you don't have a choice but make strategic choices. And that's what we expect of you as you go out, and even as the strategic group of managers in this place and the incoming council. I am proud of the success you have achieved, including the commissioning of the soil analysis laboratory, one of its kind in this region. Other innovations that have seen the light of day from this university have not gone unnoticed. We'll not name all of them today, but you graduates, you have heard of them and you'll continue to hear of them. I urge you to continue with this momentum and with the support of the dedicated workforce you have here. I am confident that Rongo University will continue to grow to greater heights, especially with the statements our governor made. As a team, there is hope for this university. To the ministry representative, thank you, Paul, for being here. Please pass my sincere gratitude to the government of Kenya for the steady support this university receives. I plead with you to continue providing support to the university with favor for enhanced funding to sustain the many programs being undertaken here, and to ensure that our young people have a library where they can go and steadily sit comfortably and study. Paul, it's very important for us. Congratulations once more, dear graduates, for a well-deserved victory. We don't take this for granted. This is a well-deserved victory. May God bless you. May God bless Rongo University. And may God bless Kenya. Thank you.
Thank you, our Chancellor. It's now a time that I would want to request our Deputy Vice Chancellor, Student Affairs, to come in and take us through the next session of our program. Thank you.
Madam Chancellor, I now invite the following deans to present graduates for conferment, award, and the presentation of Rongo University degrees, diplomas, and certificates in the following order. But before I do that, I want to ask permission for the VC to make some small announcement.
Yeah, Madam Chancellor, guests, allow me to recognize some of the visitors that have come. We want to recognize Professor Rose Mwanya, the former Vice Chancellor of Egerton. Professor Mwanya, welcome. We also invited our bankers, and I see some of them here. Please stand up if we have got representative of our banks, so that we can identify you. Thank you so much. Peter Siwolo, the branch manager, National Bank, Awendo. Thank you so much. Is there another one? No. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, VC. So the award and conferment will follow the following order: honorary degree, doctorate, masters, postgraduate diplomas, certificates, bachelors, and the launch of our first journal. The deans shall come in the following order: Professor Jonathan Mulwa, Dean of the School of Arts, Social Sciences, and Business; Dr. Elizabeth Alili, Dean of the School of Education; Dr. Lamek Rono, Dean of the School of Information, Communication, and Media Studies; Dr. Francis Ola, Dean of the School of Science, Agriculture, and Environmental Studies. In that order, honorary first.
Madam Chancellor, in 2022-2023 academic year, the following one candidate satisfied the University Senate for the conferment of honorary doctorate degree of Rongo University. Doctor of Arts honoris causa, Honorable Dalmas Otieno Anyango. I now invite Honorable Dalmas Otieno Anyango to step forward.
In recognition of his outstanding contribution towards philanthropy in community service, education, resource mobilization, public participation, political leadership, business acumen, and consummate national leadership, and by my authority and that of the entire university, confer the honorary degree of arts, degree, honoris causa of Rongo University. I'll move. Again, I just want to remind you, Honorable Sir, it is in recognition. It's not just a dream. It's in recognition of your outstanding contribution towards philanthropy in community service, education, resource mobilization, public participation, political leadership, business acumen, and consummate national leader. That Rongo University has the privilege, remember, has the privilege and honor of conferring Dr. Honorable Dallas Atieno Ngango, the honorary degree.
Your Excellency, the Governor of Migori County, Dr. Ochilo Ayako, PhD, the Chancellor, the Chair of Council, the Vice Chancellor, the Deputy Vice Chancellors, members of the board, deans of faculties, members of staff of Rongo University, you the graduates and your families, parents, guardians and sponsors, all distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. This hill was called Kitere at that time. It is the highest point in Kamagambo. And on this hill lived a spiritual leader which Luos at that time used to call Jabelo. But the correct name is a spiritual leader in Luo who was called Umulo Kograchar. When we discussed this with Sisi Ogola Osongo way back then, we said we must honor this hill as a center of knowledge, a center of learning, a center of development of our community into the future. The two of us came and started a small village polytechnic. You can see a red roofed house there, a village polytechnic, and we called it just Kitero Polytechnic. After a while, the whole country reached the stage where institutes of technology needed to be built. And we quickly also said, we must do one right here for the whole of South Nyanza from Nyakwere up to Muhuru. We came here, looked at the land, and I'm mentioning this because I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Kanajuok community for having granted the land on which this institution stands. People were living here. It was not empty. There was no empty government land here. It was the land of Kanajuok families. And they agreed one by one to offer me their pieces of land. Right from the primary school all the way down up to the valley, it was a total of 104 acres at that time. I went back to Nairobi so encouraged by what Kanajuok people had done. I decided that I must request President Moi to allow us to use his name. That is how the Moi Institute of Technology came about. When I went to see Moi in Kabarak, very early in the morning on a Saturday, he told me, I'm not so sure Luos will build anything worth my name, but if you think that can be done, can you demonstrate it first, then come back and we discuss? I said, I'm so sure I will convince you. So I went back to Nairobi, and that is where the Union of South Nyanza Welfare Associations came about. There were several welfare associations in South Nyanza. I put all of them together. We said we must have an Institute of Technology in South Nyanza bearing the name of President Moi himself. So we established a committee and arranged to do a fundraising at the Kenya Polytechnic in Nairobi. Up to that time, there is no Luo group that ever raised 1 million shillings in an Arambe. That was known in Central Province, in Rift Valley, not anywhere in Nyanza. So I said, we must break that record. Because I know if I go with a bank deposit certificate of 1 million shillings, Moi will agree to come to Kitere, allow us to use his name, and inaugurate the Moi Institute of Technology. People like Professor Kea there were with me, and so many of the others I can see here. So the Arambe at the Kenya Polytechnic raised 1,134,000 in cash, not in promises. I banked the money in the account, got a bank deposit certificate, and went back to President Moi, now to ask him to come here, allow us to use his name, and inaugurate Moi Institute of Technology. And he came. Those of you who are there will remember, I think it was somewhere there. He came, told everybody that he was so happy to give us his name and raise money for us. He had already, of course, seen that we have 1 million. I can't remember the total amount we raised, but it was significant, enough to start the construction of the facilities at Moi Institute of Technology. I did not stop there. The next thing I said, we must have a first university right here on Kitere Hill. When that announcement was made by us, Raila moved very fast and started Bondo University before we came here. So Bondo University started just before us. So we came here that now we are going to change MIT, Moi Institute of Technology, to Rongo University. We were now going to lose the name Moi because it was becoming Rongo University. But the technical training was a challenge. So some people started making noise. I told them, when you hear Dalmas say something, don't make noise. Ask him more questions. He definitely has an answer. They made noise that I was taking the technical training institution from here, and it is lost. Of course, it wasn't lost. I'd already got land in Siala, and we started Siala Technical Training Institute, which is ongoing there, and these technical students were transferred from here to Siala, and university students were admitted here. I can tell you even now that Siala Technical Training Institute will be Siala Technical University sometimes in the future. As to Rongo University, and please don't be tempted to think that these things Dalmas is talking about, who will achieve them? Because even when we were starting a university here, we argued with Ochila Yako. He said, University Dalmas, shall we manage? I said, let us just agree. And once we have agreed, I will have the power to ask for resource mobilization from anybody capable of assisting us. And here we are with the governor. I am seeing a full faculty of medicine in this university. And I've already identified land of 100 acres near Akwara, enough to build a hospital that will have an 850-bed capacity, a medical school, a medical training college, and a school of nursing on that 100 acres. So you students, because now I'm 78, I don't know how long I will still be with you, but go home with the idea that that faculty of medicine incorporating an 850-bed hospital, which I've already drawn and costed at 11 billion shillings, plus the medical school, plus the medical training college, and the school of nursing, shall be done. Just say it shall be done and start working about it. I also want a full school of agriculture that will train our people here to grow horticultural products for export to the rest of the world. This also can be done. And I see that school somewhere in Nyatike. I already started irrigation there. I already have one dam there. I've already identified a spot for the second bigger dam where River Kuja will fill up back up to Oria. And that water will go through our land before it goes to Lake Victoria, which will take it to Egypt, and Egyptians will use it for irrigation better than us. It must pass through our shambas first before it goes to the shambas of the Egyptians. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm deeply grateful and feel very privileged to be receiving this honorary doctorate from Rongo University, an institution I've always believed would be one of exceptional learning with all diverse staff and students. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to all the graduates today in various fields who have undoubtedly worked tirelessly to achieve their respective successes. I would also like to commend and express my gratitude to the parents, guardians, and lecturers for facilitating their success. Graduating from Rongo University has equipped you with the skills needed to make a positive impact in the country. I want you to think country, think Kenya, then it will be easy to do Migori, Wanagava. Once you do that, you will get the support that is necessary to do what we need to do in Migori. You will be able even to get the vision to reach out to the rest of Africa, if not the rest of the world, to help us in this county of ours. On my part, I feel deeply honored and grateful for this special recognition and the award by Rongo University. I don't know who thought of it, because I've never thought of these degrees myself, but since it was announced, I realized it is so important and it adds me so much recognition, which to me is a bigger challenge to do a lot more for our people. I attribute this honor to my journey through time, serving the Republic of Kenya in different capacities, which would not have been possible without the guidance of Almighty God. I recognize that the support and hard work of the people I led have contributed significantly to my achievements. I express my sincere gratitude to Rongo University for this award, as it has strengthened my resolve and confidence in pursuing my goals for our people and for the university. My vision for Rongo University remains resolute, and I remain committed to its continued growth. Anybody in this audience who knows anybody in the rest of the world who can help us develop Rongo University, who can help us develop our county, if you give me his name, leave the rest of the tactics to reach him and make him act to me. But you give me his name and his particulars. We are hoping to establish a university with a very successful exchange program between us and the rest of the world. Like if we succeed to establish the School of Medicine, I hope we'll be able to contact all universities in the rest of the world who would like to send professors to work at our university to do research, and in exchange with our own students going to do the same in their respective countries. It is possible, because I know the rest of the world would like to know a lot more about Africa, and we shall be taking pride that coming to Rongo University, to our particular special faculties, you will get to know Africa fairly well. So join us in such an exchange program. I promise to carry this honor with grace and to continue striving for excellence in all my endeavors. When I was Minister for Public Service, it is me who introduced performance management and productivity requirements. When I left, that emphasis was reduced, but that is something which we must do. Personally, I had to go to South Korea and find out how they manage the high performance standards and the high productivity standards, which have made South Korea catch up with the rest of the world. What I knew was a big problem in Africa was capital, technology, and management. Capital, I asked the South Koreans how they managed the problem of capital. They told me, go back to your country and tell them, capital is a collection of contributors. Here in South Korea, we have companies building ships, companies building vehicles that have 1 million shareholders. And at that time, since the majority of you here are Luos, when I told Luos I need 1 million shareholders to raise the capital for some of the things we want to develop, they say once we are more than 5, those are too many. You will not get anywhere with 5 people. When your income levels are still low, and still you need the capital and the technology you can buy and the management which you also can buy, you need that capital. To raise that capital, stop thinking small numbers. Think big numbers. I'm looking to leaders who are able to be trusted, leaders of integrity, who are trusted by our people and can be accepted to lead companies that have 100, 200, 800, 1 million shareholders and above, because that is where we can generate the capital that will undertake the development challenges that we need in our country. Once again, I extend my deepest gratitude to my family. My family is a big one. Today they are represented by Dorothy Kujab. Njoo hapa wakuone. Dorothy is number 3 in my home. She just finished her master's of Nairobi University and is going to graduate on 17th of December this year. Her MBA at that time. Just wave and peacefully sit back. Sasa. I also wish to thank my personal staff. Joseph, you just stand. Joseph here has been my PA, I don't know, for almost 20 years. He's still working with me. And everyone who has played a role in making this day a success. I'm truly honored to be part of this esteemed academic community. And now that I have joined you almost formally, Professor Good, where's Mama? I want performance standards above most universities in Kenya. There are too many of you. But this must be known as a university where performance counts, as a university where productivity matters, as a university where best standards of management are practiced. I'll be very grateful. Thank you. With those remarks, let me say, Madam Chancellor, that I'm very happy with what you have won here. I can't see it, but I know it is something that looks like what these intellectual giants are wearing. And the opportunity to have this robe. When I was chair of Kenyatta University Council, I designed all these, even the strips, even the colors. I never wanted or even thought of ever wearing one. So thank you, Professor Gudu, that today I'm living with what I did for so many other people and hopefully for many others to come. Thank you very much.
Good. We are back to Professor Mulwa in the School of Arts, Social Sciences, and Business. Professor, welcome to continue with the program. Thank you.
Madam Chancellor, in 2022-2023 academic year, the following 3 candidates satisfy the Board of Examiners of the School of Education and Rongo University Senate for the conferment of the following doctorate degrees of Rongo University. Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Management and Policy, Evelyn Atieno Omolo. Thesis title, Teacher Service Commission Motivational Strategies and Their Influence on Teachers' Performance in Public Secondary Schools in Migori County, Kenya. Supervisors, Professor Kennedy Getange, Department of Planning and Economics of Education, Kisii University, Kenya, and Professor Wilson Otenga, Department of Humanities and Social Sciences, Rongo University, Kenya. The candidate will be escorted by Professor Getange and Professor Otenga.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Education Management and Policy of Rongo University, and by my authority, that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that appertains to this degree.
Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Management and Policy, Patrick Lumumba Kopio. Thesis title, Influence of Principals' Leadership Styles on Organizational Climate of Selected Primary Teacher Training Colleges in Lake Victoria Region, Kenya. Supervisors, Professor Enos Simatwa, Department of Educational Policy and Management, Tomboya University, Kenya. Dr. Jane Kembo, Department of Curriculum, Instruction and Media, Rongo University, Kenya. The candidate is being escorted by Dr. Jane Kembo and Dr. Alfred Otara.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Management and Policy of Rongo University. And by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that appertains to this degree.
Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Psychology, Etshano Stephen Hamisi. Thesis title, Home-Based Factors Influencing Student Performance in Mathematics in Public Secondary Schools in Migori County, Kenya. Supervisors, Dr. Jane Kembo, Department of Curriculum, Instruction and Media, Rongo University, Kenya, and Professor Lucas Othwon, Department of Educational Psychology, Maseno University, Kenya. The candidate is being escorted by Dr. Jane Kembo and Dr. Alfred Otara.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Psychology of Rongo University. And by my authority and that of the entire university, give you power to read and to do all that appertains to this degree.
Madam Chancellor, in 2022-2023 academic year, the following two candidates satisfy the Board of Examiners of the School of Information, Communication and Media Studies and Rongo University Senate for conferment of the following doctorate degrees. Doctor of Philosophy in Communication Studies, Okech O. Josephat. This is titled Mediatization of Sino-Kenya Relations by the Kenya Mainstream Press. Supervisors, Professor Frederick Okenga, Department of Communication, Media and Journalism, Rongo University. Dr. Chono Nwoch, Department of Communication, Media and Journalism, Rongo University. The student will be escorted by Dr. Chono Nwoch and Dr. Henry Kinya.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Communication Studies of Rongo University, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read. You asked yesterday. Gives power to read and to do all that appertains to this degree.
Doctor of Philosophy in Communication Studies. Okeo Charles Wagunda. Thesis title, The Representation of Intimate Partner Violence, an Analysis of Mainstream Newspapers in Kenya, 2016 to 2020. Supervisors, Professor Frederick Ogenga, Dr. Chono Luoj. The candidate will be escorted by Dr. Chono Luoj and Dr. Millicent Otieno.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Communication Studies of Rongo University, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that appertains to this degree.
Madam Chancellor, in 2022-2023 academic year, the following 12 candidates satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Arts, Social Sciences and Business and Rongo University Senate for the conferment of the following master's degrees of Rongo University. Master of Arts in Economics, Joel Matara Mwenja. Ogero Mosoti Titus. Master of Arts in Linguistics, Otieno George Onyango. Master of Arts in Public Administration and Policy, John Okoth Okello. Master of Arts in Sociology, Makau Maureen Mwende. Mindigo Elon Akuno. Odima Beatrice Atieno. Osewe Ann L. Awor. Master of Business Management, Finance Option, Chemiron Vivian Chepkoech. Jacob Aduda Oganda. Judy Bonyo Ogetang. Master of Business Management, Strategic Management Option, Orwa Philip Auka. Please be seated until the Chancellor confers you the respective master's degrees.
Madam Chancellor, in 2022-2023 academic year, the following 4 candidates satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Education and Rongo University Senate for the conferment of the following master's degrees of Rongo University. Master of Education in Educational Leadership and Policy, Adhiambo Jacqueline Auko, Muo Atieno Pamela. Master of Education in Special Needs Education, Achieng Maslin, Pamela Akeo Otieno. Please be seated until the Chancellor confers you the respective master's degree.
Madam Chancellor, in 2022-2023 academic year, the following one candidate satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Science, Agriculture and Environmental Studies and Rongo University Senate for the conferment of the following master's degree of Rongo University. Master of Science in Environmental Planning and Management, Onyango Teresa Aoko. Please be seated until the Chancellor confers you with the respective master's degree. All those to be awarded the master's degrees to stand up.
I admit the persons named to the respective master's degrees for which you have been educated, trained, examined, and qualified. And by my authority and the authority of the entire university, give power to read and do all that pertains to the degree. Thank you. And congratulations.
Madam Chancellor, in 2022-2023 academic year, the following two candidates satisfy the Board of Examiners of the School of Arts, Social Sciences and Business and Rongo University Senate for the award of the following postgraduate diploma of Rongo University. Postgraduate Diploma in Strategic and Human Resource Management, credit, Kempoi J. Damaris, Peter Futi Arama. Please remain standing for the Chancellor to award you the respective postgraduate diploma.
The student to be awarded the postgraduate to stand up for the award.
I admit the two of you to the named degree, postgraduate diploma, in which you have been educated, you have been trained, examined, and qualified. And by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that pertains to the degrees. Congratulations.
Madam Chancellor, in 2022-2023 academic year, the following 12 candidates satisfy the Board of Examiners of the School of Arts, Social Sciences and Business and Rongo University Senate for the award of the following diplomas of Rongo University. Diploma in Business Management, credit, Bilal, Pass, Abon, Nguato, Otieno. Diploma in Social Work, credit, Adhiambo, Akeo, Daud, Muamedek, Ondogo, Tabu, Pass, Fildas, Odhiambo. Please be seated until the Chancellor awards you the respective diplomas.
Madam Chancellor, during the 2022-2023 academic year, the following candidates satisfied the Board of Examiners, the School of Education, and Rongo University Senate for the award of the following diplomas in education. Diploma in Education, Early Childhood and Primary Education. Credit: Akeo, Farah, Faria, Nadifa, Sadiq, Sahara, Shoaib. Pass: Achieng, Kiche, Rosmichelle. Diploma in Secondary Education Arts. Credit: Otieno. Diploma in Secondary Education Science. Credit: Aguko. Diploma in Special Needs Education, Primary Option. Credit: Achieng, Amala, Anyango, Aflin, Brenda, Gitonga, Lynette, Nyaliech, Omondi, Wafula. Pass: Okao, Sarah, Charlotte, Winnie. Please be seated until you are awarded the respective diplomas.
Madam Chancellor, in 2022-2023 academic year, the following 51 candidates satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Information, Communication and Media Studies and Rongo University Senate for the award of the following diplomas of Rongo University. Diploma in Health Records and Information Technology. Distinction: Rafael Petris Adongo. Credit: Asha Hussein Madaba Ulwoch Wamboi. Pass: Adhiambo Fatuma Hafsa Hilam Ishmahan Mahada. Diploma in Communication Information Technology. Distinction: Lufin Sinaida Achieng. Credit: Abdi Kair, Abdi Rashid, Akini, Pasan, Dennis, Eugene, Mangare, Musdaf, Ngoe, Ochola, Otieno, Ouma. Pass: Mercy, Vincent. Diploma in Library and Information Studies. Distinction: Odhiambo Liki Odingo. Credit: Anne, Antonia, Awino, Faith, Hassan, Odero, Omolo, Onyango, Pacific. Pass: Abdirahman, Aminga, Opilo, Ochieng, Ongaro. Diploma in Media and Journalism with IT. Distinction: Scovia Achieng Lumumba. Credit: Muita Odiwor Otieno. Pass: Amolo Daisy Ochola Okalo Warren. Please be seated until the Chancellor awards you the respective diplomas.
Madam Chancellor, in 2022-2023 academic year, the following 34 candidates satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Science, Agriculture and Environmental Studies and Rongo University Senate for the award of the following diplomas of Rongo University. Diploma in Community Health and Development. Distinction: Ukeyo Linda Akinyi, Utieno Rosam Amondi. Credit: Abdirahman, Dunia, Franklin, Sadia, Siat. Diploma in Computer Science. Pass: Nyambasa Ogenga. Diploma in Electrical and Electronics Engineering Power Option. Henry Moranga Nyamwea Ukinyi. Diploma in Public Health. Credit: Abdi Asha Hassan Mahat Yusuf. Pass: Abdi Nur Mohammed Nur Alu. Diploma in Science Laboratory Technology. Credit: Akinyi Beatrice, Akinyi Jennifer, Atieno Inkunya, Machini, Margaret, Odiwor, Odio, Umoyo, Onsarigo, Otieno, Tabman. Pass: Otieno. Please be seated until the Chancellor awards you the respective diplomas. All those to be awarded the various diplomas to stand up, please.
This is NTV.
Are you with me?
No. This is your war. Not mine. I don't want this anymore. You're on your own, Misha. Let me through. I need to speak to the one in charge.
In vain.
Victoria Romanivna, good day to you. Vika, I want to know what is going on here. I trusted your people with my child's health.
Yes.
Yes, and you have the police here? Inspections? My child might have a breakdown.